I'm going to give you my perspective on this, and I'm going to tell you why this really matters in, investing in Bitcoin and obviously talking about Bitcoin. So stay tuned for today's video. Hey and welcome to today's video. My name is Julian. On my channel, it's all about making you crypto fit. I discuss the beautiful world of blockchain, cryptocurrencies, decentralization, most of all Bitcoin, and that is the topic I want to cover right now. And I actually want to talk about if Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, how most people actually call it, or how I call it, more of a crypto asset. And I'm going to tell you why this really matters. Before we get started, do me a quick favor though. Give me an upvote on YouTube. Give me a like when you're watching this on LinkedIn or on Twitter. I would highly appreciate it. It would really help the channel. And I'm posting a lot of free stuff on here. So I hope you're getting some value out of this. And it's going to help you. So yeah, if you want to support me, do this. So let's dive in. Well, if we talk about money in general, we basically have three functions of money. We have a store of value. We have a medium of an exchange. And we have this unit of an account. And basically it means anything that wants to be money has to be durable. It has to kind of store any kind of wealth. I need to be able to use it to trade. And ideally, I want other things to be measured in this thing. And so when we look at all this, we kind of see a bit of a progression. The very first step that's actually prior to that, and that's actually step number one, that Bitcoin and any kind of sort of money actually undergoes, is that of being a collectible. And so Bitcoin in its very early stage was a collectible. And we could discuss until what point was Bitcoin purely a collector's item. And a collector's item simply means, well, it's really very special. Most people, are not really aware of it. It's only for a small group. Generally speaking, it's not a large population that has an interest in it. But still, it's rare and it's very interesting for this niche group. And so if you kind of look back, we could probably discuss that all the way from 2009, maybe until the first real hype, maybe 2011, I would probably even say all the way till 2013, Bitcoin was way more of a collectible than anything else. And that is important. But then Bitcoin for the very first time, and we can discuss it probably happened around 2011, Bitcoin moved from being purely for the tech geeks and this very exclusive thing over to become a store of value. And this is the very first stage. And once anything becomes a store of value, it becomes an asset by definition. An asset by definition is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability, on the other hand, is something that takes money out of your pocket. And so the interesting thing here with Bitcoin is, does Bitcoin put money into your pocket? And looking back, now obviously we only have about 11, 12 years of history here, but looking back, Bitcoin is clearly a storeholder of wealth. It's undebatable. There's not a single Bitcoin holder that's been holding no matter what time that has lost money. It's actually everyone gained money. Now I get it. If you're listening this at the end of 2020, we're at an all-time high, and for sure we're going to see waves, and for sure we're going to see, prices below all-time highs. That's totally fine. But at the end, you want to look at a storeholder of wealth over a certain period of time. It's not on a day-per-day basis. It's really more on a month-per-month, year-per-year basis. If you compare this with traditional gold, gold also doesn't always hold its wealth, but over a long time, hundreds and thousands of years, gold has been shown to be an excellent storeholder of wealth. Actually, that excellent that it doesn't really make much sense investing in it. It basically tracks inflation. And so if you have anything else that beats inflation on a regular basis, gold is actually subpar as an investment. And it's really more of a storeholder of wealth, which makes gold one of the best money kinds in the world. So that is the asset part. And now let me kind of focus on that. That is why I call Bitcoin a crypto asset and not a cryptocurrency. Because that's all I see in it at this very moment, end of 2020. All I see is, it's moved from the early collectibles items over to being a fantastic holder of my wealth. And that's all I see. I'm not expecting anything else. And anything else to me just makes it more valuable. But it's not that it is required for me to believe in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin doesn't have to be in a medium of exchange. It doesn't have to be that you can use it to pay anywhere. And it also doesn't have to become, and actually the medium of exchange is pretty much a requirement for it to be truly money. And then you have the unit of account feature that's really typical for currencies. And so I just kind of want to distinguish that a bit, right? So for me, right, we are in this crypto asset stage at this very moment. Now, maybe in the future, at some point, this medium of exchange type will go away from only being in the digital space, in the crypto space, because today, if you go on crypto exchanges, you will see that many other crypto assets, cryptocurrencies will actually get exchanged via Bitcoin. And there's many things online where people are being paid in Bitcoin. So we do see a slight shift over to it actually becoming money because it starts to be a great storehold of wealth and it starts to become a medium of exchange. But that is very early to me. And I wouldn't bank on that feature yet. To me, again, that's purely the tip of the iceberg. And maybe in the very far in the future, and again, I'm really skeptical that this will ever happen, Bitcoin could become a unit of account. And I don't think I will see this in the next 50 years for the very simple reason that the US, the Eurozone, the Eurasia zone as a whole will not give up their sovereignty over their own currencies. They want their stuff to be measured in their own fiat currencies or in their own CBDC, central bank digital currencies. I just don't see that Bitcoin in the next 10 years will become a unit of an account, and therefore, I don't see Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency. Now, I just want to put this out there because so many times in the media and the news, you hear these counter arguments against Bitcoin of it not being used for payments, and maybe it will never be used for payments, and that in the future, for sure, there will nothing ever be measured in Bitcoin. And guess what? I actually believe these people might be right. It's not totally far off. There are certain things that would speak against Bitcoin ever becoming a real currency. Its deflationary character, not being issued by a government. These are all things that would speak against it. But again, that doesn't mean one single bit that I don't believe that Bitcoin is extremely valuable. And for me, it makes it the best crypto asset out there. And I hope this kind of explains that to you. So next time you hear this argument, well, but it's not really a good currency. Yeah, you're totally right. But that doesn't make it any less valuable. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Drop me a reply. And hey, if you don't want to miss any future videos, click the subscribe button, click the bell icon, and on the podcast, leave me a review. I would really love that. With this, stay safe. All the best. Talk to you next time. Yours truly, Julian. Bye-bye.